Yeah. Tectonics spinning like a centrifuge up. Tectonics spinning like a centrifuge up.
Yo, I'm a product of the friction, a non-fiction addiction to the slip match depiction of the urban jurisdiction. The stylus is a scalpel, dissecting every sample, leaving the speaker cabinet crushing ample under the weight of the stomp. I'm emerging from the swamp of the digital, keeping it original, strictly analytical with the syllable like a ritualistic chop. My man's on the wheels, feeling how the steel feels, catching all the drum fills till the record reveals the ghost in the machine. It's a subterranean scene, smelling like an isopropyl in the kerosene of a burning Technics motor. I'm the high octane voter, the master of the rotor, leaving every weak-hearted promoter in the cloud of vintage dust. Trust the rust, it's a diamond tip thrust through the crust of the industry's lust. Jack heart is spinning like a centrifugal rush. Jack heart is spinning like a centrifugal rush. Jack heart is spinning like a centrifugal rush. Yo, the crossfaders clicking like a telegraph, writing out a paragraph on the graph of the aftermath. I'm a lyrical technician in a peak position, fueling the ignition of the DJ's mission to kill the silence. It's a rhythm kind of violence, compliance to the science of the grooves alliance. My flow is carbon fiber, a survivor's high five, a deep sea diver in a sea of mediocre saliva. We're chopping up the history, removing all the mystery, leaving every adversary feeling blistery from the friction of the spin. I'm the needle in the sand, the original within, where the heavy bass begins and the plastic starts to thin. Look at the platter rotation, a sonic meditation, building a foundation for the auditory nation. Mic down, hands up, let the groove fill the cup till the 12-inch shuts up. That thing hard is spinning like a centrifugal dust. That thing hard is spinning like a centrifugal dust. That thing hard is spinning like a centrifugal dust.
Yeah, hands of steel, steel wheels, CSA in the building. Dust off your crates, man, it's over. Yeah, it's over. Shut them down. Shut them down. Back to the lab. To the lab. To the lab. To the lab.
Left, right. Keep the formation, the pavement knows the vibration. Yeah. Walk with me.
The nutbuck is scuffed, but the grip is undeniable. Building a religion on a sturdy and the viable. 6-inch collars laced tight like a tourniquet. If there's a tax on the block, then we're here to collect the net. We move in a column like a Roman excavation. Every step on the asphalt is a new proclamation. No smiles in the huddle, just the grit and the molars. Crushing every pebble till the city is our rollers. The steam from the man who is the ghost of the week. We don't use the vernacular, let the gum rubber speak. From the project facade to the luxury glass, we're the heavy duty friction that you can't let pass. Check the geometry, the spacing is surgical. We're the only thing moving when the pressure goes vertical. 1 stomp for the sector, 2 for the block, 3 for the silence. When the keys hit the lock, the vibration is spreading through the steel and the bone. Claim the whole territory without picking up a phone. It's the tectonic shift of the wheat color leather, finding all the brothers in the worst kind of weather. Respect ain't a gift, it's a tax on the stride. When the army's on the avenue, there's nowhere to hide. Yeah, there's nowhere to hide. Synchronized movement like a clockwork of gravity, filling up the vacuum and the urban depravity. The tread on the bottom leaves a map on the concrete, documenting every single body that we don't meet. We're the high density physical manifestation of a 5-man army with a localized station. No rattling the sabers, just a rattle in the windows. Watching how the rhythm of the neighborhood begins though. My silhouette's heavy like a lead line shadow. planting every foot like an arrow in the marrow. We don't ask for the lane, we just occupy the space with the cold-blooded logic etched deep in the face, Iron in the lung and the oil in the sweater. We're the only ones making this environment better. One stomp for the sector, two for the block, three for the silence when the keys hit the lock. The vibration is spreading through the steel and the bone, claim the whole territory without picking up a phone. It's the tectonic shift of the wheat color leather, binding all the brothers in the worst kind of weather. Respect ain't a gift, it's a tax on the stride. When the army's on the avenue, there's nowhere to hide. Yeah, there's nowhere to hide.
Yeah, still here. Every block, every bowl, the ground remembers. It's Timberland prints in the slush. Yeah, don't look down. Fourth floor, elevator's dead again. Just me and the shadows in the stairwell. You hear that? Every door's got a different frequency. Welcome to the marrow of the city.
This just the camaraderie.
The light bulb stuttering, a Morse code for the desperate and the suffering. I'm counting every cigarette bud on the landing. The smell of bleach and ammonia is demanding your attention, while the pipes scream with a subterranean tension. I pass 4C, where the muffled bass is rattling the tea in the chipped porcelain cup. I'm looking down the shaft, don't look up, cause the ceiling shedding plaster like a winter skin. A heavy bolt slides back, letting the darkness in. Behind the door with 5 locks in a peephole lie, I see the silhouette of a kid with a lopsided tie, sitting on a milk crate, watching the shadows on the wall communicate about the price of the weight in the hands of fate. My shadow is a giant on a cinder block, moving to the rhythm of a heavy metal clock.
The echo of my boots is the only conversation, a hollow point symphony for the urban nation. Every step is a question, every floor is a secret, a promise in the dark if you're brave enough to keep it. It's just the anatomy of the project hall, written in the graffiti on the crumbling wall. Flickering lights and the ghosts of the landing, trying to keep a grip while the world is expanding. Yeah, the stairs are a spine and the lobby is the gut, keeping all the exits and the windows shut.
Yo.
It's just the
6th floor, I hear a shout, a match behind a heavy metal door. A bottle shatters, and suddenly the quiet is the only thing that matters. I see the copper-clad wires hanging from the socket, like a nervous hand reaching for the metal in a pocket. This ain't a movie set, it's a high-rise roulette, where the house takes the bet, and you're drowning in the debt. The railing is sticky with a decade of the grime, a physical record of the passage of the time. I see a woman in the doorway, looking for a four-way intersection out of this vertical doorway to the grave. But the concrete is hungry, it's a stone cold predator, acting as the jury in the final street editor. I reach the roof, the only place where the air is 100 proof, and the truth is the distance between the boots and the roof.
The echo of my boots is the only conversation, a hollow point symphony for the urban nation. Every step is a question, every floor is a secret, a promise in the dark if you're brave enough to keep it. It's just the anatomy of the project hall, written in the graffiti on the crumbling wall. Flickering lights and the ghosts of the landing, trying to keep a grip while the world is expanding. Yeah, the stairs are a spine and the lobby is a gut, keeping all the exits and the windows shut. It's just me.
Finally at the top. The city looks so small from here, but the weight is the same. Watch your step on the way down. CSA always watching.
It's just the anatomy.
Yeah. Check the gain on the needle. This box hasn't been open since '74. Smells like damn basement and genius. Watch the dust. Fingertips blackened from the soot and the wax. Navigating the graveyard of the rhythm and the tracks. It's a subterranean hunt for the ghost in the groove. Looking for that 4-bar that can make the planet move. I'm ignoring the covers with the glitter and the neon. I want the obscure that the industry would pee on. Cardboard paper cuts in the center of the decay. I'm digging through the debris of a forgotten Saturday. Flip a stack of herb apple just to find a silver lining underneath the bargain bin with the forgotten solar shining. It's a surgical extraction with the diamond tip stylus. Filtering the static like a pure tone virus. No MIDI, no Pris, it's just the analog friction. Turn the crackle to a canvas and the loop to an addiction. Hold up, right there, that horn stab loop that cut the low end. Yeah. The needle's on the edge like a tightrope walker. I'm a solid observer, and the rhythm is the talker. Found a breakbeat buried under layers of the oxidation. For the mental navigation, every pop and the click is a rhythm punctuation. A testament of time in a state of hibernation. I don't follow the trends or the digital aesthetic. I'd rather have the hits, cause the clean sounds pathetic. It's the art of the theft and the science of the blend. Taking what was broken and reviving it again. My MPC is hungry and the disc is getting full. I'm feeling the magnetism and the cinematic pull. From the basement to the speaker, from the past to the present. I'm the Oxide Archaeologist, and the outcome is unpleasant for the fakes. That's the loop right there. Lock it and don't clean it up. Keep the dirt on. Just like that piece.
Who's next? Move back, give them space. The concrete's getting warm.
Step into the light.
Yo, step into the radius, the sulfur in the stage fright. Breathing in the exhaust under the flicker of the cage light. I'm checking the perimeter, the hungry eyes and hooded brows. Navigating the tension that the inner city air allows. My tongue is a guillotine, the rhythm is the execution. Providing a sonic solution to the mental pollution. I'm weaving through the consonants, the dental in the lobule. Making the impossible look effortless and pliable. The snare is a gunshot, the kick is a heavy boot. Digging through the asphalt just to find a bit of root. I don't believe the theater, the costume or the carbon copy. My flow is anatomical, the rest of y'all are
stopped. Kinetic perimeter, the circle of the flame, where the numbers don't matter, only the weight of the name. Pass the torch, hit the deck, keep the cadence on the track. Once you step into the center, there ain't no turning back.
Yeah, the cipher starts, keep the rhythm tight. I'm a predatory orator, a gladiator with a grill, sharpening the syllable until the blood begins to spill. Look at the technique, the geometry of E-articulation. I'm a high velocity threat to your whole reputation. Catching the friction of the friction, the spark on the flint. Leave a permanent dent in the pavement, a charcoal tent. I'm reading the body language, the sweat on the upper lip. Waiting for the amateur to stutter or the tongue to slip. Strictly for the traditionalists, the keepers of the ancient craft. Carving out a legacy while the rest of y'all are just a draft. It's the gravity of the groove, the weight of the actual. Keeping the interaction purely physical and factual.
It's the kinetic perimeter, the circle of the flame, where the numbers don't matter, only the weight of the name. Pass the torch, hit the deck, keep the cadence on the track. Once you step into the center, there ain't no turning back.
Yeah, the cipher starts, keep the rhythm tight.
Tight. It's the kinetic perimeter, the circle of the flame, where the numbers don't matter, only the weight of the name. Pass the torch, hit the deck, keep the cadence on the track. Once you step into the center, there ain't no turning back.
But you're the light. But you're the light.
Yeah. CSA on the frequency, put down the static. Pick up the weight, we aren't just surviving. We decode and check the spine. Let's get it. Yeah. Just sing my mind on the frequency. Put down the static. Pick up the weight, we aren't just surviving. We decode
code and check the spine. Let's get it. Yo, the filament is shaking in the glass. Watching all the shadows of the ignorant past. The window pane, I'm soaking in the ink. Trying to reconstruct the missing link within the brain's terrain. I'm turning yellow pages with a steady hand. Mapping out the subsoil of this hollowed land. It's a tectonic shift, lifting up the spirit while the heavy hitters drift into the abyss of the mundane. My crown is constructed of the logic and the non-apologetic. Deeply energetic lessons in the rain. I don't look at the screen for the narrative, I'm hunting for the imperative. Buried in the dust of the shelf, it's the alchemy of thought. Finding every battle that the ancestors fought within the quiet of the self. The spine is cracked, but the message is intact. Turning every fiction into a cold hard fact. Hard fact. Hard fact. The weight ain't in the gold, it's in the fold of the leaf. A mental revolution is the only true relief. Look, the calligraphy is sharp like a razor, cutting through the noise of the digital blazer. I'm a scholar of the concrete, making the obsolete absolutely complete with a ribbon laser. I'm swallowing the lexicon, turning all the lights on, wearing the wisdom like a heavy-duty nylon. Against the biting cold of the street, every syllable's a brick, making the foundation thick. Doing arithmetic till the puzzle is complete. They want you chasing the flicker, drinking the liquor while the ticking of the clock gets quicker and the spirit gets weak. I'm holding the hardcover like a shield, refusing to yield to the toxins in the field that the unlearned seek. It's a subterranean power, blooming in the midnight hour, turning every mental tower into a monument of peak, crowned by the vowels and the consonants, moving through the continents of a mind that's unique. Yeah. Class is never out, the library's inside you. Just gotta find the right shelf. Knowledge of self, the only crown that won't rust. CSA, we out. Yeah, adjust the antenna, get the D batteries ready. The stoop is vibrating. The concrete is waking up. Adjust the antenna. Get the D batteries ready. The chrome tape spin like a cyclone in the plastic box, while the neighborhood gather, peeling off the double locks. I'm the conductor of the static, the master of the iron oxide, letting the bass rattle windows till the city feel the shock inside. The speaker mesh is dusty, but the signal's coming through crisp, catching the center of the grill and the charcoal and the thin whiffs. I'm leaning on the rail and watching the Timberland stomp. No need for a stage, the sidewalk is the only pump. My flow is heavy duty, threaded through the magnetic strip, making the head snap back like a violent whip. We're capturing the friction, the heat of the summer street, where the asphalt bubbles underneath the heavy breakbeat. I'm the voice in the box, the ghost in the loudspeaker, making the pulse stronger while the competition gets weaker. Yeah. You feel that? That's the 12-bit crunch. That's P1200, you're screaming, don't stop the tape. Yeah. Keep that nod going. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. The sun's reflecting off the silver knobs and the handle, lighting up the block like a high voltage neon candle. I'm spitting architectural, building bars out of the brick, making the rhythm glue together, make a texture thick. Every syllable's a signature, a tag on the subway car, taking the local energy and pushing it extremely far. I see the circles forming, the shadows dancing on the cement. This is the raw frequency, the only way the time is spent. No digital polish, just the hiss and the raw crunch, delivering a heavy impact like a bare knuckle punch. The reels are getting thin, nearing the end of the side, but the vibration of the stoop is still a cross-country ride. I'm the architect of the anthem, the king of the twin deck, leaving a permanent mark, a heavy weight on the neck. Flip the tape, side B is waiting. The block party don't stop till the batteries die.
rattle of the steel ball, rhythm in the canister. Climbing up the trellis like a structural banister. I'm eyeing up the canvas, the texture of the masonry, transforming the derelict into an urban scenery. Cap on the nozzle, fat tip for the feel, balancing the ladder with a momentary thrill. Cobalt and crimson, bleeding through the primer, leaving every toy in the bitter weak. Whiner in the dust of the transit. I'm mapping out the letters, wild style geometry, breaking all the fetters of the standard. The mundane, the legal, and the gray claim the whole territory before the break of day. Fingertips stained with a permanent mat, keeping one eye on the shadows at my back. Silhouettes of sirens dancing on the brick. Gotta make the outline heavy, bold, and thick. Leave a mark on the mortar, stain on the steel, making sure the city knows the way that we feel. Yeah, it's the aerosol gospel, the scripture on the wall. Watch the colors rise while the empires fall. Static in the vision, but the pigment is true, leaving my DNA in the shade of neon blue. Neon blue. Ventilation mask, filtering the chemical, the passion for the vandal, the strictly infinitesimal to the judge and the jury, but the jury's on the street, reading every masterpiece while walking on the feet. I'm a phantom with a Montana ghost with a rusto, filling in the 3D with a high octane gusto. Drip on the bottom like a tear from the mortar, crossing every line and imaginary border of the property, the colony, the corporate design. I'm reclaiming the architecture, one jagged line at a time. Hear the hiss, then the click of the cap, get it replaced before the sirens and the shadows get the sector erased. I'm a blur in the alley, a smudge in the night, fading in the darkness while the wall is burning bright, 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 bright. Leave a mark on the mortar, stain on the steel, making sure the city knows the way that we feel. Yeah, it's the aerosol gospel, the scripture on the wall. Watch the colors rise while the empires fall. Static in the vision, but the pigment is true, leaving my DNA in the shade of neon blue. Neon blue.
That's John. Break up.
Leave a mark on the mortar, stain on the steel, making sure the city knows the way that we feel. Yeah, it's the aerosol gospel, the scripture on the wall. Watch the colors rise while the empires fall. Static in the vision, but the pigment is true, leaving my DNA in a shade of neon blue. Neon blue.
CSA in the chamber, sharpen the mind before you sharpen the steel. Watch your neck, kid, it's lethal.
Check the friction on the whetstone, the static in the spark, carving out a legacy in the belly of the dark. My tongue is high carb in the folded metal blade, slicing through the vanity in the industry facade. I'm a student of the temple, the architecture of the rhyme, navigating the anatomy of a systematic crime, weaving through the consonants like a phantom in the mist, leaving every amateur with a severed vocal wrist. The snare is a wooden block, the kick is a heavy blow, watching how the shallow water starts to steadily flow. It's the geometry of the jab, the physics of the thrust, leaving all the plastic rappers in the dust. I'm reading the calligraphy etched into the bone, sitting on the perimeter, reclaiming the throne, strictly for the warriors, the keepers of the gate, deciding every sucker's catastrophic lyrical fate.
It's the iron mic, the weight of the cold steel, the only thing in this hollow city that's actually real.
Keep your guard up, kid.
The blade doesn't blink.
Check the precision of the incision, the clinical division of a man with a mic and a singular vision. I'm a lyrical technician, an oratorian ghost, burning every bridge from the valley to the coast. My syllables are shrapnel, a kinetic explosion, leaving every weak-minded ego in erosion, weaving multisyllabic patterns like a tapestry of pain, washing all the garbage out through the industrial drain. I'm the master of the friction of the flint, leave a permanent scar, a charcoal colored tint on the canvas of the culture, the blueprint of the art, tearing every carbon copy, narrower apart, from the grip of the hilt to the tip of the tongue, breathing in the sulfur while the death knell is rung. It's a high velocity threat of professional strike, catching every ghost that's lingering on the mic.
Sword back in the scabbard,
The lesson is over. Clean the blood off the wax. Peace.
Yeah, basement lights flickering. Rubber pads worn down to the sensor. It's not just a machine, it's a physical conversation. Watch the swing.
Yeah, basement lights flicker. Rubber wire, rubber and the wire. Rubber wire, rubber and the wire.
Dust on a fader, I'm digging through the archaeological stacks, finding the soul of a city in the deep grooves in the wax crack. I trigger the sample, the 12-bit crunches biting the ear, making the ghost of a forgotten jasmine suddenly appear. My fingertips are calloused from the impact of the 16th note, while the low-pass filter is choking the melody by the throat. No glossy finish, just the gray matter and the raw grid, waiting for the syncopation and the heavy swing the head. I speak in sequences, binary codes for the sidewalk stress, turning the chaotic static into a rhythmic chest. The basement is a bunker, the MPC is the primary tool, keeping the temp cool while the world acts like a frantic fool. I chop the breakbeat, surgical precision with the start point, making the snare snap and the kick drum rattle every joint.
Pads under the pressure, ritual of the rubber and the wire. Turning the digital artifact into a slow burning fire. One shot kill. One shot kill, the swing is crooked but the timing is right. Breathing life into the circuitry in the middle of the night. Pads under the pressure, ritual of the rubber and the wire. Disk is humming, saving the blueprint of the grime, capturing a fragment of the struggle in a pocket of time. I don't need a booth, I just need the cables and the hum. The architect of the anthem, the master of the digital drum. I'm mapping out the trauma on a grid of 16 squares, climbing up the sonic ladder by passing all the stairs. Every hit is a hammer, every sequence is a heavy brick, building the foundation till the atmosphere is thick. The grime is a texture, a layer of the local DNA, making the speaker cabinet tremble in a violent way. No artificial flavor, just the sodium and the soot, keeping the rhythm grounded under a heavy timberland foot. The loop is a cycle, a revolving door for the street life. Sharp's a razor cutting through the silence like a knife. Yeah. Pads under the pressure, ritual of the rubber and the wire. Turning the digital artifact into a slow burning fire. One shot kill, one shot kill. The swing is crooked but the timing is right. Breathing life into the circuitry in the middle of the night. Pads under the pressure, the ritual of the rubber and the wire.
Yeah, say the program, back to the silence. Yeah, the machine never lies. Yeah, raw on the ground.
I was one of my team, I bring the tax to the back like now. Step through the velvet ropes, the resin on the floor, smell the sweat and the leather, it's a mental war. I'm checking the tension on the wires in the tape, making sure the strategy to physical shape. The mouthpiece is in, I'm breathing through the cage, turning every trauma into ink on the page. Move like a pendulum, mechanical and cold, while the challenger is stuttering, trying to be bold. I see the camera flashes and the blood on the canvas, handle the pressure like a structural mechanic. My stance is a fortress, my jab is a wire, catching every amateur who's playing with the fire. Yeah, I'm the undisputed, the heavy in the room, building up the tension before the sonic boom. Sonic 44-5. Yeah, it's the title defense, the geometry of pain, keeping all the glory while I'm bleeding in the rain of the spotlight. The champion's throne, carved out of asphalt, the reinforced bone. We don't buckle, we don't stumble at the brink, just another victory poured down the sink. Pour down the sink. Uppercut the infrastructure, fracture the routine. I'm the most efficient lyrical killing machine. Check the metabolic, hyperbolic, state of the art. I'm tearing
tearing all the fake and the fraudulent apart with a technical surgical blow to the temple, making every complicated movement look simple. I'm the architect of impact, the king of the ring. Watch the way the syllables and the leather can sting. The towel's on the floor, but the referee is blind, looking for the spirit that the industry can't find. I'm a gladiator navigating through the smoke, left the opposition with a heavy metal choke. 10 count in the silence, in the roar of the arena, moving like a shark through the human hyena. Yeah, what to do and how to life. It's the title defense, the geometry of pain, keeping all the glory while I'm bleeding in the rain of the spotlight. Yeah, the champion's throne, carved out of asphalt, the reinforced bone. We don't buckle, we don't stumble at the brink, just another victory poured down the sink. Poured down the sink. Queen, I'm a main of the shade. Queen, I'm a main of the shade. Queen, I'm a main of the shade. Yeah. 2 train between the cars where the wind don't stop. Watch your step. The iron's moving. The city's a blur, but the mind is a needle, let's go. Yeah. Standing on the hinge where the 2 cars meet in the spark slide, staring at the tunnel wall, watching the dark slide by. The wind is a jagged blade, cutting through the canvas in the denim, while I'm breathing in the ozone, the diesel in the city's venom. My equilibrium is steady on the moving metal, great maneuver in the rhythm, like I'm flirting with a heavy fake. The architecture's flickering, the strobe light made of concrete pillars, home of the weary, the hungry, and the silver-tongued killers. I'm a passenger of gravity, a ghost inside the transit map, catching the vibration of the rail in every mental gap. The graffiti on the brick is a blur of neon and a rust, translating emotion into something that I truly trust. My thoughts are moving faster than the local Orient Express, navigating through the static in the subterranean mess. Still under the hill, electric in the vein, syncing up the heartbeat to the rhythm of the train. Underground logic moving through the hollow of the town, never letting the momentum or the voltage slow me down. The screech of the brake is a symphony of iron and of steam, waking up the burble from a long and circular dream. I'm leaning on a safety chain, the friction is attacked, I hum, while the kick drum hits the pavement like a heavy hollow drum. I'm the architect of motion, the soul, another silver streak, finding all the answers that the poets are too afraid to seek. From the belly of the Bronx to the tunnels of the lower side, I'm a scholar of the transit, taking every jagged ride. The third rails glowing with a predatory lethal blue, sticking to the script while I'm passing all the locals through. No handlebars needed, I've mastered how to lean and pivot, taking every ounce of energy the city's gotta give it. I emerge from the stairs with the sit still inside the lung, telling stories of the underground in a sharpened iron tongue. Next stop, one, two, be a boss. CSA on the track. We out. Check the graphite on the grid, the geometry of the groove, calculating every single syllable before I move. The foundation is a heavy slab at 94 BPM. I'm digging through the bedrock just to find a lyrical gem. I see the stress points, the fractures in the amateur design, while I'm mapping out the infrastructure line by clinical lines. It's a high fidelity blueprint, the physics of the articulation, navigating through the friction of a systematic foundation. My compass is a metronome, my protractor is the snare, catching every frequency that's hanging in the industrial air. It's not a dream, it's a draft of kinetic architectural feet, building up the skyscrapers from the rubble of the street. Keep the low-bearing walls thick, the cadence is the steel, making sure the structural integrity is all that you feel.
Measure twice, cut once. Most of these guys are boarding on sand. We're building for the century. Watch the elevation.
The ink is permanent, the blueprints are sprawling on the wood, translating all the tension into something misunderstood. I'm a scholar of the skeleton, a master of the inner frame, while the rest of y'all are playing with a hollow branded name. Look at the elevation, the ventilation of the breath, navigating every corridor between the life and the death. I'm
leaving multisyllabic warnings in the plumbing of the track, while the blueprints are turning from the blue into the black. It's a seismic resistant flow with tectonic shifting the craft, carving out a legacy while you're drowning in a rough draft. Strictly off the record, the dimensions are purely perceptual. My ability to engineer the energy is strictly exceptional, so respect the architect, the keeper of the ironclad plan, sketching out the future with a heavy pencil in my hand.
Measure twice, measure twice, measure twice, cut once. Most of these guys are building on sand. We're building for the century. Watch the elevation. Measure twice, measure twice, measure twice, twice.
Measure twice.
Yeah. Poppy the usual, heavy on the pepper, no tomatoes, how's the family? Yeah, same old block, different faces. Just checking the temperature of the pavement, let's get it.
I'm leaning on the plexiglass, watching all the city's frantic energy pass. The window where the lotto signs flicker, the atmosphere's getting thicker, with the center griddled onions and the industrial cleaner. Poppies behind the counter, a veteran encounter, slicing through the cold cuts like a surgical mounter of the local history. No mystery in the way the neighborhood breathes, catching the loose leaves, blowing past the sneakers and the heavy denim sleeves. I see the regulars, the street side seculars, calculating decimals on the back of the rectangular. Cigarette packs, a cat sleeping on the bread rack, ignoring the backtrack of the heavy bass rattling the soda stack. It's a bodega symphony, a raw kind of litany, written in the linoleum and the gritty lithium.
New York, New York, New York, yeah. New York, New York, New York, yeah. New York, New York, New York, New York, yeah. New York, New York, New York, New York, yeah. New York, New York.
Yo, look. The neon is buzzing like a hornet. I'm standing on the corner where the legends were born. And the weak souls mourn it. The deli is a sanctuary, a pejorative obituary of the days we used to carry like a heavy-duty trunk. I'm dodging the junk and the ribbon thunk of the overhead fan spinning like a monk in a trance. I see the youngsters taking a chance, looking for the glance of a future that's more than a momentary dance. With the precinct, the logic is instinct, keeping the lineage from becoming extinct. In the concrete jungle, I grab my sandwich in the brown paper, watching the steam vapor disappear into the night like a calculated caper. One hand on the steel door, one foot on the floor, representative of the block forevermore.
New York, New York, New York, New York, yeah. New York, New York, New York, New York, yeah. New York, New York, New York, New York, yeah. New York, New York, New York, New York.
Check the method. Yo. Check the method. Check the method. Check the method. Check the method. Laces pulled tight, double knots, leather shields for the shins, where the asphalt ends and the concrete struggle begins. I'm leaving craters in the slush, negative digits. The city's a freezer, but I never fidget, just pivot through the blizzard. With a blizzard in my chest, iron in the lungs, put the pedigree to the test. The wind's a razor, shaving the layers off the weak mind to keep the vision sharp while the rest of the world is blinded by the white out. I'm a monolith, carving the path through the aftermath of a winter's wrath. Every step of percussion, a tectonic discussion, crushing the ice with a ribbon repercussion. No slip, just the grip of the gum sole tread, burying the doubts that the radio fed. I'm a soldier, no stripes, just the scars in the wool, pushing through the drift while the gravity pulls.
Deep tracks in the snow, where the heavyweights go. Heart of a furnace in a world 10 below. March through the tundra, the thunder in the hill. Nothing but the grit and the structural steel. Yeah, we don't bend, we don't break, just the ground beneath beneath it starts to tremble and shake.
Breath coming out like steam from a subway vent. Every ounce of the spirit is money well spent. The slush is a quicksand, dragging at the ankles, but the focus is a knot that nobody untangles. I see the frost on the railings, the failures, the wailing, but my propulsion system is currently prevailing over the elements, the sediments, the cold precedents. I'm the permanent resident of the harsh irrelevance. Crunch, slide, stabilize, eyes on the horizon, where the gray smoke lies and the sun never rises. It just pales in the distance, a testament to grit and the soul's persistence. My coat is a bunker, my hood is a trench, inhaling the winter and the kerosene stench. 1 foot, then the other till the map is a memory, building a legacy out of shit chemistry.
Deep tracks in the snow, where the heavyweights go. Heart of a furnace in a world 10 below. March through the tundra, the thunder in the hill. Nothing but the grit and the structural steel. Yeah, we don't bend, we don't break. Just the ground beneath that starts to tremble and shake.
They told me the ice was too thick for the crossing,
but I'm the icebreaker while the cowards are glossing
over the facts on the tracks where the wolves
I'm the
left.
alpha in the gray on a cold-blooded Tuesday.
Stomping, marching, the rhythm of the resilient. Nothing about the survival is accidental or brilliant. It's just work, just work, just work, just work, just work.
Deep tracks in the snow, where the heavyweights go. Heart of furnace in a world 10 below. March through the tundra, the thunder in the hill. Nothing but the grit and the structural steel. Yeah, we don't bend, we don't break. Just the ground beneath that starts to tremble and shake. Hold the line.
You know what?
10 boots scuffing the pavement, navigating the maze, dodging the gaze of the dazed in the nicotine haze. My internal clock is ticking in sync with the train track, shifting the weight of the backpack, dodging the plain clothes and the rain cracks. Eyes low, hood up, dodging the shoulder check. Static in the wire, heavy iron around the neck. I see the murals bleeding through the fresh coat of white. Ghost of the city breathing in the dead of the night. It's a rimming friction, or kinetic addiction, navigating the friction between the truth and the fiction. Every step is a syllable, every breath is a bar. Observing the scars while I'm dodging the speeding car, and the snare hits sharp like a flick of the wrist, weaving through the crowd like a phantom in the mist.
The rhythm of the concrete, the pulse of the street, where the soul and the metal and the melody meet. Keep the tempo high while the world moves slow. Catch the static in the air, let the frequency flow. It's a citywide symphony, a low fidelity dream, navigating the cracks in the industrial scheme.
The subway grate is exhaling a cloud of the gray. I'm translating the chaos while the boom bap play. Focus on the focal point, ignoring the peripheral. The lyrical miracle is purely non-visceral. Weaving through the suits and the briefcases, reading the stories etched into the weary faces. Sharp snare, kick back, keep the neck snapping, while the graffiti on the brick is doing the mapping. I'm a ghost in the machine with a pocket full of ink, standing on the edge but I'm refusing to blink. It's the pressure and the poise, the silence and the noise, playing with the city like a box of broken toys. Strictly professional, the flow is exceptional. Catching every detail is purely perceptual. No breaks, no stops, just the grit and the grind, leaving the echoes of the pavement behind. Just keep walking, don't look back. The city never sleeps, why should I? Yeah, just keep walking, don't look back. Never sleeps, why should I? Yeah.
Check 1, 2. Is the levels hitting the red? Keep it there. Don't touch the gain, just let it bleed.
Yeah.
Still air in the basement, the 4-track is humming. I can hear the ghost of the eviction notice coming. No gold chains, just the copper and the wires, burning through the demo like a sequence of fires. The kick drum is muffled like a heart in the cardboard box. I'm picking all the deadbolts and shattering the locks. The magnetic ribbon is the only thing that listens, while the sweat on my forehead under the desk lamp glistens. I ain't looking for a deal, I'm looking for a fracture, something raw and ugly that the plastic can capture. Low fidelity dreams in a high-def nightmare, breathing in the dust cause there's no oxygen in right here. My vernacular is jagged, the meter is uneven, but the ghost in the machine is the only thing I believe in.
Yeah, flip the tape, side B, same grip. Different day, hit it hits. Alright, yeah. Different day, hit it hits. Different day, hit it hits. Yeah. Different day, hit it hits.
Cigarette burns on the speaker cone's fabric. My train of thought is switching like a manic depressive habit. I'm documenting the rust, the rot, and the residue, providing a perspective that the radio won't give to you. It's a claustrophobic rhythm, a basement dwelling cadence, refusing to participate in your industry's radiance. The ink is bleeding through the yellow legal pad. I'm the best kept secret that the underground ever had. No polish on the chrome, no gloss on the delivery, just the cold-blooded bars leaving the microphone shivery. I'm a king in the bunker, a god in the drywall, watching all the plastic titans wait for the skyfall. Press stop, rewind, let the oxide erode. I'm the short circuit in your commercial code.
That's it, that's the one, don't overdub it, it's done. Different day, hit it hits. Different day, hit it hits. Different day, hit it hits. That's it, that's the one, don't overdub it, it's done.
Check it. Look at the ground before you look at the stars. Witness the impossible. Yeah. From the gray, something vibrant. Let's go. Yo, the sidewalks gasping through a jagged lip, where the iron meets the granite and the spirit slip. I'm staring at a fracture in the structural plan, the crimson defiance in this wasteland of man. See the stem, it's a wire of green, threading through the kerosene in the filth of a machine that remains unseen. It don't ask for a permit or a patch of the sun, it just battles with the gravel till the morning is won. The petals are bruised like a boxer's eye, drinking in the toxins of a soot-colored sky. No gardener's touch, just the grit and the grease, finding in the friction a momentary peace. It's a botanical heist, stealing life from the cold, a narrative of crimson that refuses to be told by the architects of misery who paved over the soul. Paved over the soul. Time from the dirt. Time from the dirt. Time from the dirt. Time from the dirt. Look, the thorns are serrated like a survivalist blade, cutting through the shadows that the tenements made. It's a silent insurrection, an organic correction, blooming in the middle of an urban dissection. I'm mapping the struggle of the fiber and vein, growing through the pressure and the acid of the rain, while the world is turning silver and the heart is turning lead. This lithic little monster is raising its head. It's a metaphoric weapon, a botanical lesson for the ones who keep stepping on the spirit in recession. I'm the poet of the pavement, the voice of the crack, bringing all the color to the gray and the black. The asphalt is screaming, but the blossom is louder, turning all the rubble into metaphorical powder. From the belly of the beast to the tip of the thorn, this is how a masterpiece is ruggedly born. Yeah, don't step on it. Don't step on it. Don't step on it. Yeah, don't step on it. Nature's got a mean streak, 2718, 212, the whole map, we out.
tracks and then glides like a shark through the oil in the rain, cutting through the fog while the city's veins leak out the pain. I'm in the backseat, leather cooler than the winter's morgue. Guys tracking every corner from the harbor to the fours. The neon signs are bleeding colors on the wet concrete, while the heavy kick drum echoes like a heart beneath the street. I don't talk much, I just calculate the cost of the breath, flirting with the thin line between the silver and the death. Every street lamp is a sentinel, bowing as I pass, reflected in the tint of the bullet-resistant glass. My fingerprints on the ledger and the handle of the blade, maintaining the equilibrium in the shadow of the trade.
The city is a chessboard, and I'm the hand that moves the wood, governing the pavement where the saints and sinners stood. Majestic strings are weeping for the secrets that we keep, while the boss of the horizon never lets the engine sleep. The city is a chessboard, and I'm the hand that moves the wood.
The tires hum a lullaby, a melody, a tyrant grit, checking the rear view for the spark before the wick is lit. I'm a scholar of the silence, a master of the heavy nod, ruling over concrete like a cold and cynical god. My empire is built on the whispers and the unclad packs, ignoring the fiction and focusing on the weight of the facts. Smoke from the cigar curls like a ghost against the ceiling, indifferent to the mercy or the concept of the feeling. I see the vultures circling the rooftops of the slums, while the rhythm of my ambition beats louder than the drums. The rain slick asphalt is a mirror for the dark and the vast, making sure the first move is always better than the last.
The city is a chessboard, and I'm the hand that moves the wood, governing the pavement where the saints and sinners stood. Majestic strings are weeping for the secrets that we keep, while the boss of the horizon never lets the engine sleep.
Wait, see that kid on the corner? He's looking for a way out, but the exit is a myth. You don't leave the family, you just become the foundation. Bring the violins back in.
The city is a chessboard, and I'm the hand that moves the wood, governing the pavement where the saints and sinners stood. Majestic strings are weeping for the secrets that we keep, while the boss of the horizon never lets the engine sleep.
The pavement is always thirsty. Remember who kept the lights on. The overture is over now. Let's get to work.
Yeah. Staring at the reflection until the glass cracks. The magazine is heavy. 16 reasons to settle the score. No more talk. The inventory is full.
Yeah, the mirror's fractured, a mosaic of a face I don't recognize. Charcoal circles underneath the hollowed out and frozen eyes. I slide the spring loaded steel until the chamber clicks home. A solitary soldier in the kingdom made of dust and chrome. The brass sections wailing like a warning from a sunken ship, while the sweat is turning icy on the knuckle and the pistol grip. No abstract theories, just the math of the trajectory, deleting every fragment of a parasitic memory. I'm walking through the hallway, floorboards groaning under heavy boots, digging up the rot and pulling everything out by the roots. The oxygen is thin, flavored with a scent of gun oil and lead. Walking toward the silhouette where the final words are never said. I'm a technician of the grudge, a surgeon with the jagged tool, keeping my composure while the hottest play the frantic fool. Eye for an eye till the whole world is scrolling in the dark. Leave a permanent and jagged carbon-coated heavy mark. The march is steady, the percussion hitting like a heart of stone, taking back the territory that I should have always known. The logic is a binary, a 0 or a 1 in the chamber, navigating alleys like a long forgotten lethal stranger. I see the target through the condensation on the window pane, plotting out the movement while the clouds begin to leak the rain. My pulse is a metronome, ticking with a military precision, cutting through the static with a sharp and singular decision. No cinematic speeches, just the friction and the heavy impact, making sure the debt is paid and every single bonus crack. I'm a consequence of every lie you whispered in the shadows, dragging all the secrets out to swing upon a public gallows. Architectures watching silent giants made of brick and mortar as I rearrange
rearrange the chaos and establish a new kind of order. One final breath, one movement of the finger on the cold curve, harvesting the penalty that everybody here deserves.
The ledger is closed. Zero balance. Walk away into the gray. It's done.
Look at the grill on this mic. 40 years of condensation and truth. It's warm, ain't it? Grip it tight. Don't let the vibration shake you, your turn.
I'm peeling back the friction of 1,000-watt tradition, handing you the engine in the masterclass condition. My knuckles got the scarring from the heavy lifting era, when the rhythm was the weapon and the ink was getting clearer. I'm checking your alignment, the way you hold the casing, watching how the hunger in your pupil starts is racing. It's a torch made of copper and the static from the street, documenting every blister and the blisters on the feet. No instructions in the box, just a sweat on the lapel, and the way the kick drum rings out like a silver bell in the basement. I'm stepping to the perimeter, adjusting your diameter, giving you the metrics and the spirit of the character.
It's the heat in the palm, when the fingers meet the steel, turning all the legacy to something that is real. It's a hand-to-hand exchange in the middle of the smoke, the weight of the tradition and the words that we spoke. Yeah, yeah, the words that we spoke.
It's your time, protect the torch. It's your time, protect the torch. It's your time, protect the torch.
The architecture shifting, but the foundation is solid. I'm cleaning up the dial, let the industry sully. Use the diaphragm for power, use the silence for the tension. Keep the vernacular beyond their comprehension or their budget. I'm a ghost in the playback, a mentor in the rafters, watching how you navigate the chapters and the disasters. Keep the needle in the groove, but the vision on the wire. It's a systematic transfer of the phosphorus and fire. Don't look for the applause, look for the nod in the back, where the purists are dissecting every syllable you pack in the chamber. The microphone is glowing cause the current is alive. I did my 40 minutes, now it's your time to arrive.
It's the heat in the palm, when the fingers meet the steel, turning all the legacy to something that is real. It's a hand-to-hand exchange in the middle of the smoke, the weight of the tradition and the words that we spoke. Yeah, yeah, the words that we spoke.
It's your time, get the torch. It's your time, get the torch. It's your time, get the torch.
Step up to the center. The light is yours now, I'll be in the shadows, listening for the internal rhymes. Don't drop it, peace.